Welcome back to the second part of our 2025 Coastal Classic race video. If you haven't already, make sure you head back and watch part 1 first. In the last episode we were hanging out near Tiritiri Matangi looking for wind. We had managed to find something that sort of resembled wind heading around the outside of Tiritiri Matangi. The ones that went through the channel inside Tiritiri Matangi were now sitting in the doldrums on the north side of the island. Most importantly, our competition, a Hanse 545, is now 2 to 3 miles in our rear vision mirror. Okay, little race update. So that's where we are, and this boat here is our competition, Persevere, and they are currently hunting us down. They are doing 4 knots speed over ground. They're 2.27 nautical miles behind us, and what are they doing? 4 knots, and we're currently doing close 3.5. Yeah, and we've only got 8 knots of true wind speed. Nerve-wracking. It's getting a bit close for my liking. They're only 2 nautical miles away. We were more than that before. Anyway, hopefully in about an hour we get some wind. Looking at the wind forecast, and we should be in the same sort of wind, so then we can cover them. So that's the plan. Okay, a little race update. We're coming up to our jibe point up here, and Persevere is there. They've gained on us quite a bit. They're in a better angle and they've got better wind and better boat speed. But the wind's supposed to fill in later and going straight up and down. So I think we're in a better position because we can jibe for longer to starboard, and we should be able to tuck up inside them as we go outside the hen and chicks, just to cover them so we're in the same wind. So we've got about 15 minutes until the wind's supposed to pick up a bit. At the moment we've only got 8.5 knots down the bottom here. Just there, 8.4 knots of wind. These guys are going pretty quick. How fast are they going at the moment? Let's have a look. They're doing 6.8 knots speed over ground. So they're going a lot quicker than us at the moment, so they're in better air, better wind. We're doing 4.1. But we're sticking to the plan. See how that unfolds. So a little bit of an update. There we are there. And the one behind us there, right there, is Persevere. We're cranking along at the moment at 9.7 knots. And 16 knots of wind. This was loving it. This is her ideal conditions. Still got a long way to go. Just coming up to Sugarloaf Rock or whatever, just by 4 nights. Got a cut inside that. So at this point of the race we had left Auckland, headed close to Rangitoto Island to try and use the tidal current and set ourselves up to sail around the outside of Tiritiri Matangi, chasing the extremely elusive breeze. We managed to overtake our competitor by doing this, and continued up the coast past Kowau Island. After this we were sailing on the opposite jibe to Persevere. We were heading in towards the mainland while they experienced better breeze out wide, and they closed the gap between us. However, we headed further out and regained control eventually. By the time we were on a port jibe heading for Sugarloaf Rock, the southern end of the Poor Knights Island group, we were in a commanding lead and flying along in good wind.
I don't know where you're going, Persevere. Heading off that direction. and we're heading straight to the lower end of Sugar Rock, and we're doing like 9, 10 knots, 10.2 knots, and they're going further down past our run line, so it doesn't make any sense that they're going to turn around and go below the Sugarloaf rocks. It looks like they're going to go above it, which as far as I'm concerned, out of bounds.
As part of the sailing instructions for the race, we could sail pretty much anywhere so long as you stayed on the western side of Little Barrier Island, and most importantly, the western side of the Poor Knights Island group. Persevere did not follow these instructions and went to the east of Poor Knights.
Naughty, naughty!
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. How'd you sleep, Yakko? Did you have a yak?
Fine, yeah, beautiful.
Had a yak?
Yep.
Yakko, that's where he gets his name from. Jacko, the Yakko.
Yakko.
Soren, as always, was just the man, just solid as a rock. Didn't spew. Bitched at me about my decision making. It was just like another day at the office.
Did you listen? No.
No, that's why we're like kicking.
That's why I get bitching.
That's why we're kicking our competition ass. Because I didn't listen to Soren. There's some other people over there. Kate Brett's up in front of us.
We might need to get
What are you doing? You making breakfast?
Making coffee.
Coffee, yes, coffee.
Gotta keep the team fueled.
Good man. That pretty much says it all. Bobbing in the ocean. While our competitor has some magical wind out there. Gone in front of us, overtaken us. And we're just sitting there bobbing up and down, not going anywhere. Doing half a knot, probably backwards, we're not sure which direction. Waiting for some wind to come in any direction that's stable. Fun. So here we are coming up to Cape Brett. There's a hole in the rock there. There's Persevere, our arch nemesis of this race. They're in Division 8 with us. So they managed to get in front of us by some interesting navigation tactics, and we've been chasing them down, and we're right on top of them at the moment and doing 2 knots quicker than them in 6 knots of wind. So impressive. So stay tuned, this is getting nervous. It is. It looks fast.
It looks very fast.
If they were smart, they'd just look at how I sailed.
Yeah, Thistle, let's go.
Yeah, we've got to keep our speed up because it's hard to get going again, eh?
So after bobbing around for about 3 hours on the southern side of Cape Brett, we managed to get Thistle, the big blue bus, to start to accelerate in very light air. We have been trimming sails, adjusting the keel depth to increase and decrease lean angles, and setting our course to various angles to the wind. And finally we found a sweet spot. We started gaining on Persevere in pretty impressive style.
Cheers, Behemoth.
Yay! What's up? Look over there. That's a boat.
That is a fast looking boat.
And we are overtaking them. That was really nice. That's right. All right. Can you see that behind us? See that boat right there? Right behind us? Right there. That's the one we've been chasing down. And we just overtook her. She's a beautiful looking boat. And so is Thistle. Yeah!
Thistle, the big blue bus, just sailed right underneath her. Just magic. Hole in the rock. Oh yeah. All right, we're not going to cross the finish line unfortunately because we run out of time. It's coming up to 2 o'clock and that was a cut off. Actually, that says 1 o'clock, so we've got another whole hour. I don't think we've done daylight savings anyway. So we've got 1 minute to go until we cross the proverbial finish line. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! Yay! And there's our GPS position there, and we are there. Well done, team. Cheers. 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 Division 8 winners. 2nd year in a row. Yeah, boy. Woo!
Didn't even cross the line.
Oh, yeah.
Technical defense.
I blame the tactician.
Marcus crosses the line every day.
And shut up and scrub the floors. Look how clean they are.
Cheers to 1919 for the whiskey. Woohoo! Nice line.
And behemoth beers for our beers that we've not drunk any of on this trip. And good ginger beer. Yeah, good ginger beer. That was an awesome one. Anyway, see ya, bye. SV Thistle crew representing. At the Coastal Classic prize giving. Quite a few people here tonight.
Excellent state. The New Zealand Multi-Alley Race Committee, they help you do this. Especially Fran, everyone has applause for Fran who helps us all raise the course for the money. Let me do the rally first. So the Charlie Bravo Boat Company rally, first online was Wildcard. Okay, we'll move on. So we'll move on to Division 8. And we have SV Thistle.
So the morning after the Coastal Classic, we're all sitting here feeling like champions. Having breakfast. Drinking my coffee. Cheers.
And we're on the road again. See you later, Russell. That was a quick trip. Sailing back to Auckland overnight.
Got the delivery crew on board.
Delivery crew, yeah, that's right. It seemed to be awfully similar to the racing crew. Leaving Russell, coming up to Cape Brett. Gorgeous day, 20 knots. Going to have a nice reach all the way down the east coast back to Auckland. Would have been nice to have this sort of weather on the way out. About to boost it through Cape Brett at 10 knots or something like that. 9.75. Full muzzle noise. Cranking along. So we're coming into the evening, heading back down to Auckland. The delivery crew is just cruising past Hen and Chips. Haven't done too bad with regards to speed today. We've been sitting on 9s and 10s all day. So Soren is here. We have got lovely special coffee with First Light whiskey. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Awesome coastal classic and wonderful sailback.
Turns out we're faster when we get rid of the rest of the crew.
That's mainly because we had the crew with all the wind on board.
Yeah.
Well, the time is about 10, just after 10 p.m. and we left at 10:30, so we've been going about 12 hours and we're just inside not Great Barrier, Little Barrier. We've just overtaken T-Rex inside there, and it says 2 hours to our next waypoint, which is where we will start heading towards Rangitoto, so we're flying.
So thought I'd take this opportunity to do another navigation lesson on board SV Thistle. It's currently about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Sitting here on watch, and over to our port hand side. I'll zoom in through the clears, which are a bit sultry. Got to keep in mind there's some lines in the way. But we've got a power-driven vessel, over 50 metres in length. We can tell that by the two masthead lights. The front one being lower and the second one being higher. We can also see the port hand light there as well. So we can see the port hand side of the vessel. It's underway, probably making way. And we're able to tell that we're within 3 miles because the nominal range of the port hand side light is 3 miles for a vessel that size. The masthead lights have a nominal range of 6 nautical miles as well. So it's a good way of judging your range from a vessel, especially when you're out at sea. You'll be able to see the masthead lights first, and then later on you'll see the side lights as you get closer. The stern light also has a 3 nautical mile nominal range if you are coming up behind the vessel. So we're going to pass nice and clear of that one as we continue our way into Auckland this evening. Wind conditions are pretty good, 16 knots true wind speed, coming on the starboard quarter, so nice easy sort of downwind reach coming in. Speed sort of sitting around 8 knots. You can see our starboard light there reflecting off the surface, and the big city starting to appear in the distance. Until then we'll enjoy the nice night sky without any light pollution. Chat to you later. Bye.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is North Head. Just coming around the corner into Auckland Harbour at 3:30 in the morning. Incredible pace actually that we made it down here so quickly. I wish we could have done that in the Coastal Classic. Anyway, we're almost home. Harbour Bridge. First time we've been under the Harbour Bridge at night time. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, share, comment and watch our other content. In the next episode we'll be returning to our North Island circumnavigation, so make sure you stick around to see some epic scenery and watch us as we experience some pretty big gear failure on Thistle. It's all coming up.